first exposure to the hypocrisy which is inherent to the Jawaharlal University, Nehru University ideology was in 2006, way back in 2006.
Almost a decade ago.
Yeah, a decade ago, more than a decade ago. We were full of enthusiasm trying to change the world. I had graduated from Delhi University and we went for the postgraduate course in Delhi University, and likely some of the friends joined Jawaharlal University, Nehru University for their post-graduation course. 6 months have passed. Sometime at the end of the December in 2006, we went to Jawaharlal Nehru University for JNU, as you popularly call it, for a reunion kind of gathering
With friends.
with friends. Some of the friends were there. We went there, and I very well remember, rather in a very reminiscent way, I can say I remember that we were sitting at the Ganga Dhaba, and one of my friend, whom I would not like to name and embarrass, but he was sitting along with us, and we were talking about a lot of issues, and that was the year when Rang De Basanti, the iconic movie, had released, and there was youth unrest, there were talks about youth empowerment, women emancipation. And while we were talking about all these things, and I was telling them that how the newly built hostel of Ramjas College was painted with a graffiti which said that the hostel sucks and the hostel fucks. Yeah. This was a very wild expression of women empowerment, according to some of my friends. And I was talking about all this, and all of a sudden, my friend who was becoming an intellectual came up with this very, very amazing and weird postulation that how can you actually lead to women empowerment? Right. He asked me, ki, Shishir bhai, do you know then what can be the first step of women empowerment? I said, what? And he looked at me in my eyes and said, this is the guy who comes from my hometown, has been in Delhi University for 3 years, comes from an extremely conventional family. He gives me that postulate. He says, the only way to women empowerment is free sex.
Oh.
And I was shocked by how? Have you read Frederick Engel's postulate on...
The friend of Karl Marx.
Yeah, with whom has written the Great Communist Manifesto. He says to me that, you know, have you read the Frederick Engel's postulate on private property? I said, no, I haven't read it, I've heard of it. He says that Engels has clearly said that the monogamy, which means that a woman will get married to only one man, and he will live his life, she will live his life with that man only. That is called monogamy, and vice versa. Came into existence because of private property. उनके हिसाब से जब प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी इमर्ज हुई तो मुद्दा ये आया कि वो प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी किसको पास की जाएगी. तो अगर मोनोगैमी नहीं होगी तो ये कैसे पता चलेगा कि इस बच्चे का फादर कौन है. सो हाउ विल अ मैन डिसाइड कि मेरी प्रॉपर्टी हमको अपने बच्चे को देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उसको यही नहीं पता होगा कि ये प्रोजेनी क्या है, ये इसकी पैटर्निटी क्या है. इस वजह से प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी है, और इसके आने की वजह से ये डिसाइड किया गया कि वुमेन विल लिव ओनली विद वन मैन.
So in a way, he was trying to prove that this capitalism is a result
offshoot of this monogamy, the fact that a woman lives with a man for all life and a man lives for it is a bad offshoot of capitalism. It's a bad repercussion of capitalism.
How absurd.
It's extremely absurd. Then he said that the only way to get rid of this women slavery is to allow women to have sex with as many people as she wants. As many. That will break the shackles of private property and capitalism.
And this is the concept of liberal.
This was a concept deep-seated in a mind which was just 6 months into JNU.
Great.
I put a counter question to him. You are saying that you allow to have it with as many men and women. What about the diseases which will be caused? No, it's not an issue. Our motive is to break the shackles of capitalism.
By having...
I took the sip of my tea, my chai, gulped it, and I told my friend, बाबा आपका उद्धार होगा और आपने मेरा भी उद्धार कर दिया. That is the time I realized that why JNU is such a light space by certain elements. I call them elements because I felt that this ideology, this thinking is being fed to generations and generation of young people, devoid of any logic, devoid of any reasoning. But that's how
So
the thing is.
free sex implies to women empowerment.
Yeah, free sex is the biggest precondition of women empowerment. That's the prerequisite. If you subjugate a woman to live with a single man, that means it's patriarchy leading to capitalism, leading to subjugation, leading to slavery, leading to all kind of evils.
And do JNU communists have any? The women didn't want to have sex with many people.
No, that will be forced upon.
Oh.
If you want to be free, that's what Rousseau, the great philosopher of Renaissance, said. That he was so much into freedom of men that he said that you will be forced to be free. He said that you will not, if you don't want to be free, we will force you to be free. That's called living contradiction.
They will force women to be liberated
by having multiple partners.
Wonderful. What a sense of liberalization.